storyline in TNA right now, bro, where you've got Ric Flair, AJ Styles, Frankie Kazarian, and who's the other one? In the Fortune.
Beer Money, AJ Styles, and then they got Matt Morgan and Doug Williams as affiliates.
This is perfect booking, okay? You've got Ric Flair, who is your veteran guy, okay? Ric Flair is your veteran guy. He is the leader of this group. Then you've got guys, AJ Styles, young guy. Beer Money Inc., young guy. Matt Morgan, young guy. Frankie Kazarian, young guy. Ric Flair as the leader of these young guys. And this is what I say when Paul Heyman made a statement yesterday where he said, if you were over 40, I'd chop your fucking head off. I want a guy who is entering the prime of his career and shape him and mold him. Listen, you've got a guy that's 60 years old, Ric Flair, who is now leading a group of younger guys. He's putting those younger guys over. He's their mouthpiece, okay? Ric Flair is the mouthpiece. And he's got a group of younger talents that he's the leader behind. That is awesome booking. You know who booked that? Vince Russo.
Exactly.
Yet Vince Russo sucks, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody there's a couple people in the chat room, maybe just one person, but a couple people said, whatever. Somebody said that Russo was the fall of WCW, and I'm not the biggest Russo fan, but that's a lie, because it was AOL time.
Russo had nothing to do. It was Ted Turner. The people that say Russo killed WCW.
It was the merger.
Bischoff killed WCW. Talk to Ted Turner. Talk to Time Warner. It had nothing to do with... Oh, God.
You know, and that's... I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge Russo fan myself, but I'm going to give the guy props where he deserves it, and I think he's doing a great job with TNA, but, I mean, a lot of people are saying Russo sucks because of his past, the past, and, I mean, they're not looking at what he's doing today, and I think he's doing a heck of a job today.
Russo, somebody in the chat, who just said it, Russo gets a lot of heat. Who is that? Harry Hotspur in the chat room said Russo gets a lot of heat, and he gets a lot of unwarranted heat, where people who have no idea what they're talking about or have no idea what wrestling creative teams are all about bashing this guy. And that's why when Bischoff writes Facebook blogs and Russo used to write blogs and respond to fans, right? Russo left, man. Russo said, fuck this. Russo said, fuck this, man. You guys are fucking crazy, man, because some of these fans think they know all about the creative process in WWE or TNA. They know it all. You know what I mean? And
they don't know how much work it takes to know. Look at Tommy Dreamer. He just came out the other day and said, I don't even know if I'd want to have a job as a booker because it's a 24-hour, 7-day job.
Exactly. The People's Champ says all these fuckers in this chat room couldn't book for shit. You are exactly right, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. But you know what? The People's Champ? They think they can book. Not all of you. Most of you guys are good. Most of you guys are cool, man. But everybody else is, these people that think that they can book fight. I mean, get the fuck out of here. You guys ain't shit. You guys ain't shit.
Exactly.
How about it? Paul Heyman is overrated. Vince Russo's the man. No. We want Russo.
Before we get on we're still talking about TNA really quick.
Right.
Last Thursday, like what you said, was probably the best Impact in forever. We were talking last week, and you said you didn't really expect the rating to go up, maybe a 1.3, but a 1.2 it was again.
Right.
This is my thing. Why didn't they advertise the hell out of this show the same way they did January 4th?
It's very, very expensive, my man. Very expensive.
I understand that, but I'm saying, like, if this was, like, any show that they needed just to go all out for, I thought this was one hell of a show to do it for.
Yeah, for that January 4th show, I remember seeing advertisements during the live Monday Night Raw where they were basically saying, hey, turn the channel, Spike TV right now, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that was probably one of the hypest nights, man, for wrestling in a long, long time.
Here's one for you. Nacho in the chat room says Dixie Carter is rich. You know what's funny, buddy? Dixie Carter actually has nothing to do with the financial end of that company. This is another thing where people are, God. Maybe in some of the posts we should make it a little bit more clear.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's Panda Energy. I mean, Panda Energy is behind that. Bob Carter is the financial backer for that company. And Dixie is basically Dixie's been put in charge as the boss, the president. You know, she's the one that keeps everything in order backstage, but she has nothing to do with
finances. Yeah. That's why, I mean, that's somebody that knows it all, though, you know what I'm saying? That's the same people saying that Paul Heyman's God.
Oh, God. God. Sometimes you gotta tell it like it is, man. You gotta tell it like it is. It's not most of the WZR Army, you guys in the chat room, most of you guys are very good. There's a select few that, you know, think they can book products and think they can do it all. Yeah, go do it. Go apply, you know?
Exactly. Hit them up, WWE.com.
All right. What do you say, man? You want to open up the live phone lines?
Yeah, we should do that, because last week we only, gave everybody about 5-10 minutes to do it, so...
I know. We got to get out of here.
A little bit early.
Yeah, we got to get out of here in about 15 minutes. Let Robbie set up for NXT tonight. By the way, guys, for those of you looking for SmackDown spoilers, NXT, who's this? Connor 111. I could book better matches than you, Ryan. I couldn't be a booker, my man. I'll tell you, I am not a pro wrestling booker, and I couldn't do it. I would be horrible. You wouldn't see me book.
I'd be bald by the first week.
I know. Tell me about it, Tell me about it. No, I couldn't book. For shit, buddy.
And I would never want that pressure either.
I know.
Fuck that.
So what we got? We do have some calls. I haven't even given out the number. Let's take this guy. Calling you live on WZR Radio. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, Jason calling from Cali.
What's up, buddy?
What up, man?
I'm like, oh, what do you think of the new tag team belts, man? They look like garbage.
We talked about that in hour number 1, my man. They are brutal, man. I put some pics up on ProWrestlingScoops.com. I
couldn't really see it last night. You had a close picture on the website.
Yeah, I got it on ProWrestlingScoops.com. I got a pretty good picture up on there, but I'm just glad that they got. I mean, it was so stupid that the guys were coming out holding 2 titles on a weekly basis. You know what I mean? So
I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it there a little bit, though.
Yeah, but they never did anything with it, you know what I mean? They never, it was these 2 guys that had 2 titles, and that other title didn't mean jack shit, you know what I mean? So
yeah, somebody should have came in and challenged him for one of the belts at least, or something,
Right, something, no doubt.
Yeah. They're never even on SmackDown. They don't even go to SmackDown, barely, Listen on Raw, anyway.
Yeah, we haven't. I mean, we always see the same guys with 2 belts, and they're. It was just stupid, man. It's good, man. I think it's good. They had that plan for about a month or 2 now, man. Finally, they got the opportunity.
And that division's dead, anyways, in my opinion. Tag division.
The tag team division's been dead for years, my man. Years and years. TNA's got it, man, with that Motor City and Jesus, man, that was great, wasn't it? Caller, you are live on WZR Radio. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, what's up, Ryan? My name's Dakota, and I'm calling from Mississippi. Okay?
Calling from Mississippi?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Okay, so I got that problem with what you say about Paul Heyman, okay? So first of all, you say that your talent at Rocky is, and I got to disagree with that, because if you don't remember how we did ECW, I mean, that place was the shit, and, how you say, that you really DSA.
I gotta get rid of you, bro. I gotta get rid of you, dude.
I couldn't hear a word. What happened?
Something about ECW, and how could I shit all over ECW from back in the day?
I was one that shit all over ECW. You weren't really shitting on them.
Listen, HHHIV in the chat room. You said it best right there. I'm not going to say it here, bro, but you said it best, my man.
Oh, man, that was... I just read that.
Yeah, no doubt. That's I believe that's what the problem was with that caller. Listen, back in ECW, you're talking to one of the biggest marks of the old ECW, okay? I used to go to the Hammerstein Bar. I used to travel and go see ECW shows. I loved it. I loved ECW back in the day. I loved the booking. All I'm saying is that Paul Heyman... Listen, I never said... Did I ever say Paul Heyman was a bad booker?
You never said it. You just said that he is over... The only thing you said was what the truth is. He was overrated, and he's not the same booker that you'd give full power to. You know what I mean? He's nothing that much better than...
He's still a really good booker. I mean, he's still a great booker. He's just a tad bit overrated.
Like I said, I mean, if I said it earlier, and I said, you know, you agreed with me. Would I have him on air talent? Yeah. Would I have him part of the booking team? Yeah. Would I give him full power and full control?
No. Exactly. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah. I mean, we're not sitting here saying he's a bad booker, and we're not trying to shit on him. The only thing we're saying is he's not the God's gift to booking. You know what I'm saying? He's not that much higher than these other bookers to where you'd give him full power.
Callie, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up, buddy?
Yes, hi, man. Two quick questions. The first one is, like, for Raw, they always show that Lucha Libre commercial during Raw all the time. Do you think Lucha ever signed one of them, like maybe Austin Kong, you know, she's big, and you like a skinny female, will you ever sign, like, Austin Kong or another wrestler at the Lucha Libre?
Let me cut you off right there, bro. And the Lucha Libre thing, as far as promos during Raw, I haven't seen any of those here. I don't think I've ever seen it. It may have aired, man. I may have just missed it. But one other note is that Lucha Libre USA, the MTV thing, talents there. I'm going to put an article up probably tomorrow, but there are a lot of talents within that company that want out of their contracts. There's going to be a major article on that tomorrow. But there are a lot of talents there that want out of their contracts because they were promised things that haven't been delivered, and there's a ton of backstage stuff behind the scenes in that company. You'll see it tomorrow.
Okay, that makes sense. And one last question about the Paul Heyman. Let's just say that this is getting mad about the 1.2 ratings or whatever, and says, okay, Heyman, here you go, you know, and signs him. And let's just say he was fine. Let's say he fired like the 40 nuts. So let's say he fired the Nash and the Hogan and you know, the Ric Flairs and the Mick Foley's. Let's say he fired them all. What would they do next? They try to go back to WWE. Think or just quit wrestling altogether? If he fired, let's say he hired and fired all the 40 nuts, except for maybe RBD and maybe Kurt Angle, but everybody else, he just 40 nuts. He fired them. What would they do if he did?
Are you saying what the guys would do if? Are you saying what the over 40-year-olds would do if once they're gone from TNA?
No. Yeah, I'm saying let's say Hart Heyman, let's just say, and he fired. Let's say okay, Nash. Let's say Nash wants to stay because no, you're 51 or whatever. You're out of here. He fires Nash and Foley and Flair, like he fires them. And then what would they do?